teams in the nation set to square off and see who has the upper hand, at least for the moment. A top 10 in-conference showdown awaits. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see the number 10 team in the country, the UCLA Bruins, taking on last year's national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Buckeyes will put toe to leather and will get started. He'll bring it out. It's Matthews. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Quickly complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, let's talk a little UCLA. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Quick pass on the jet motion. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's why it's so important to have success on 1st and 2nd down. They're running the ball on 2nd down. You trust your O-line to get the job done. The running back does his. And now, with the positive play, you're sitting at 3rd and inches.
The play action fake. Caught near the sticks. It's Marshall. Spins away from one. It's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Back to throw, it's Sayin. Quickly complete. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the catch. And And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35.
And you want to run the football, right? That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to the...
Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Floating away. Going to try to get it himself. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
This defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a first down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out and you can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
That's a nice-looking run. That reminds me of Jonathan Franklin, Maurice Jones-Drew, Zach Charbonnet. In recent years, they've had a lot of ability at the running back position. How about this name, though? Little-known fact. The great Jackie Robinson also played running back for UCLA, and you know he's smiling down from heaven watching that last carry.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter.
UCLA, 0.
First play of the period, first down here. To the ground, he's got it again. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on the third.
The Bruins in a good spot here with second and short. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
Pick your poison, right? When he gets outside the pocket, man, what do? Do I play the pass and stay back deep? Or do I come up and try to make a tackle? I'm not going to give up a big play and give up an easy pass, so it's just easy pickings for this quarterback because of his athleticism.
And the Bruins trying to cash it in on first and goal. Bought a little time, lets it go. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, UCLA! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And they tacked on the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Tennessee is delivering an offensive masterpiece so far. Feels like they've been singing Rocky Top all day. They're up 14 over New Mexico State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Snags a quick pass on the left. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
And you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Gets it out to the 40-yard line. On that one.
That's a really nice run right there. One of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the snap, it's Peoples. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
And on second down a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You get big passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
There he goes. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Peoples. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the first down marker.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Let's go. On the direct snap, it's Donaldson. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Ball. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. A tough third down spot here. Field is condensed. Ball is at the 10-yard line. He's got it on the run. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
And the Buckeyes have it with a first and goal. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Flores. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Flushed out of the pocket. Rolling, throwing, looking right. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play.
And you really want your best player to be your quarterback, to be your leader, and he's been that all year long. Dude, he's in the top 10 passing in all of college football, and he's leading this team very much in the Heisman race. And guess what? Got a chance to end the year strong, make a statement, and go out and be maybe the best player in all of college football.
Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Flushed out of the pocket. Snags it. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And backed up, first and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. Got out of trouble and throws. He's got him. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. This is a designed run. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Bruins will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Back to pass, it's Sayin. It's complete on the right side.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Trying play action. Quickly out to the tight end. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. From the gun to give, looking for room. Shows him the stiff arm. Forced out of bounds, good pickup there on the ground.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's ball. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. How about that catch and toe tap to get the first down? 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who you trust the most.
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming. To the air, it's Sayin. Trying to beat the D deep. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. From the gun. Buys a little time with his feet. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. Snowed under by the defense.
This is why he's the quarterback leading his team. Because he can do things like that. The unscripted stuff and buy time, scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass down the field. Just so hard to stop as opposed to a guy that just stands in the pocket and you know exactly where he's going to be every single play.
Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Got a man, it's Robinson. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Gonna take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
They just keep firing. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Like you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Bringing the heat. Grabbed in the middle, it's Robinson. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Man, defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to continue to get stops. You got the lead. Now you give the ball back to your offense again with a chance to salt this away during the second half.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the snap, it's Peoples. Breaks the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
To throw, it's Sayin. Punch it out of the air. Turning it on. Just outside the red zone. If they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 22.
Anytime the ball goes in the air towards him, I feel like it's his. Like, there are no 50-50 balls. He just makes plays, game after game, play after play, and you see him featured in this offense for a reason. He's one of the best in the country, not just at the wide receiver position, period. This guy's in the Heisman Trophy conversation as a receiver.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Ohio State. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. East Carolina has the lead right now. Greenville has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by a field goal over Memphis. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's caught. It's Robinson. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Bruins headed quickly to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Some programs just seem to be built for a great passing game. The patron saint of Bruin passers is Troy Aikman.
And honestly, Reese, it makes me think of the UCLA blue, the sweet uniforms with the gold, just quarterbacks looking sweet. McNown, DTR, looking the part, being the part.
Backed up now, here's second and long. This one's complete. Quick step and go. And he's brought down after a nice gain. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. To the air, it's Iamaleava. It's complete to the left. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. The Bruins line it up with a first and goal. Quarterback keeper. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
2 of their 3 red zone trips have come up empty. They'd like to punch it in here on second and goal. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. A fourth quarter field goal down by this much. That's a lot like putting a lipstick on the touchdown Bruins. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap. It's Peoples. Oh, he's got some space. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting him out flanked with the Wildcat.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
On the direct snap, it's Peoples. He's in open space downfield. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes! That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
What a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Iamaleava. That's caught. It's Robinson. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. He's taking the shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Finds his man. It's Marshall. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the fourth quarter, and still, he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. The Bruins moving quickly to the line. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Caught over the middle. It's Robinson. He's not going to make it. What a Good job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle. He's going to get...
Makes a grab past the marker. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buckeyes are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Flips it out on the screen. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. And this center downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
So now it's 2nd and long.
6-9-1, Timber, Jackrabbit.
Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. No good. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time. It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
That's caught. It's Thomas. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has its